Today we're checking out Narset of the Ancient Way and Oathbreaker and seeing what kind of signature spell might pair best with her. This Narset is the 20th most popular planeswalker in Oathbreaker. That's out of something like 270 possible planeswalkers, so that's pretty high up there. For 1 blue, red, white, she starts at 4 loyalty. +1, you gain 2 life. Add blue, red, or white. Spend this mana only to cast a non-creature spell. -2, draw a card, then you may discard a card. When you discard a non-land card this way, Narset of the Ancient Way deals damage equal to that card's mana value to target creature or planeswalker. -6, you get an emblem with, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this emblem deals 2 damage to any target. This is, I think, the best spell slinger Oathbreaker we have. I love when a plus ability adds mana, and doing that in these colors is kind of weird. There are a couple other red planeswalkers that can add red, but being able to add white or blue makes this pretty unique. Now, let's talk signature spells. A lot of times, 1 or 2 cards come to the top as the most popular option. Not really the case here. People are using a huge variety of signature spells, but the most popular is Zenith Flare. For 2 red, white, it's an instant that deals X damage to any target and you gain X life, where X is the number of cards with a cycling ability in your graveyard. That's right, a cycling-themed Oathbreaker deck. That doesn't seem particularly great, but it is very unique. The number 2 and number 3 most popular choices are Enlightened Tutor and Mystical Tutor. Enlightened searches up an artifact or enchantment and puts it on your library, and Mystical does the same for instants and sorceries. Good either way, depending on what direction you're taking the deck. The 4th most popular option is Narset's Reversal for blue-blue. It's an instant that copies target instant or sorcery spell, then return it to its owner's hand. You may choose new targets for the copy. Alright, first of all, this is a flavor win. I love when the signature spell matches the planeswalker like this. I also love the idea of countering their signature spell, but we cast it instead. That's pretty cool. 5th most popular is Inspired Ultimatum. For 7 mana, target player gains 5 life. Inspired Ultimatum deals 5 damage to any target, then you draw 5 cards. I usually would not suggest a 7 mana signature spell, but being that Narset makes mana, you could kind of count it as a 6 mana signature spell. It's a cool card though. Then we've got some lesser used ones that seem cool. Flying Crane Technique for 6 mana untaps all creatures you control. They gain flying and double strike until end of turn. This deck would have to be going in quite a different direction, with plenty of creatures. That's not the direction this deck naturally wants to go in, but you totally could. Jessica's Charm for 3 mana, choose 1. Put target creature on top of its owner's library. Jessica's Charm deals 4 damage to target opponent. Creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain lifelink until end of turn. This is some nice versatility there. And in a 20 life format, you really could finish somebody off with the 4 damage thing. Boros Charm for 2 mana deals 4 damage to target player or planeswalker, or permanents you control gain indestructible till end of turn, or target creature gains double strike until end of turn. Same thing with the 4 damage thing. This is just so much more powerful in Oathbreaker than it is in Commander because of the low life total and because you can deal the damage to a planeswalker. Granted, it's awesome in Commander too. See the Truth costs 2. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of those cards into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. If this spell was cast from anywhere other than your hand, put each of those cards into your hand instead. Obviously, we're casting this from the command zone, so it's just draw 3 cards for 2 mana, which is a pretty darn good rate. If our Spellslinger Narset deck runs pretty low on creatures, a Wrath like Supreme Verdict or Blasphemous Act might be really good. And personally, I've been surprised at how much I've liked Reconstruct History. For 4 mana, return up to 1 target artifact card, up to 1 target enchantment card, up to 1 target instant card, up to 1 target sorcery card, and up to 1 target planeswalker card from your graveyard to your hand. If you're playing in a more casual meta where the games go a little bit longer, this can return on average 3 cards to your hand or more. And it works nicely with Narset's -2 draw and discard effect. Speaking of which, we could use that same -2 for reanimation strategy. We have a couple options that reanimate artifacts and a couple that reanimate creatures. And I think this is a really cool deck idea. Very unique in the colors, although I think black just does it better with a better rate for the same thing. If you enjoy Oathbreaker content, please hit that like button. And if you want to see more, you can subscribe. Trying to build a YouTube channel off a format that is just plain not very popular is hard. So I really appreciate the support. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time.